Hello, Darlene.
Hello, Brian.
How's it going?
Pretty good, thanks.
Good. What are we talking about?
Well, we're talking about a subject that one of our viewers mentioned in a comment. Val, the pool gal, she's moving after
Yeah,
living in the same house for 25 years. Very stressful, she said, and we can totally relate.
we get it.
Yeah, this is our third downsizing, and it,
Yeah.
it
So we're
doesn't get
getting
any easier.
we're getting better at it though,
We're getting better at it,
right?
but it's still stressful.
Yeah.
Moving is one of the most stressful things you can do.
Yeah. We're also moving to Thailand from Canada.
We've got a lot to go.
That's a big move.
And how did we not realize that we didn't think we were stressed, right? Because we're the go with the flow fight folks.
Yeah. So I'm pretty good with stress usually. I usually don't care too much, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think what happened to me. Oh, so I guess what we've got to is I've been struggling
Hmm.
with the last, like I've been stuck at this weight
Oh,
for a long time,
that 1.5 pounds.
1.5 pounds.
Yeah.
So every day I get weighed and I do a video and I just say I gained a pound and a half, right? And then
Or
I lost a pound and a half. And I mean,
yeah,
it's tedious
it is. It is.
and it's pretty close to embarrassing at this point. So that's what's been going on. And I said to Darlene, so yesterday was the classic. I made this video and I said, I'm going to focus on 24 kilometers a day, 1,700 calories,
One
low
meal.
carb,
Yeah.
one meal.
Yeah.
And then I went out and I walked. It was pouring rain, freezing cold. I felt awful.
Mm.
I had to throw all my clothes, like my jacket and everything, in the dryer. I mean, I
Yeah.
was soaked to the bone, right? And we had a really stressful day trying to get things sorted out. And then I ate again last night, another 1,700 calorie low carb meal.
Yeah.
The only good thing is I've stayed low carb, right?
Yes, that's good. That's a
But I
good
mean,
thing.
I know I wasn't hungry. I was
Yeah.
just stressed out and I ate another big meal
Yeah.
and I was kind of disappointed in myself.
Didn't we mention that just in the last video? We not the last one, the second last one. Like your go-to, most people, if you're happy, you're sad, you're tired, whatever, you eat, and that's
Well,
what.
it is for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not everybody, but you're different. So when I'm
Yeah.
under stress, I always eat.
Yeah.
When you're under stress, you don't eat.
Right.
You'll lose weight,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess the thing is, first of all, I hate people that make excuses, and
Are you going to make an
I'm
excuse?
making an excuse, right? I mean, that's where this goes.
Yeah.
So I've been under a lot of stress and I hadn't even realized it. So I mean, you got to cut yourself a little slack. That doesn't do anything. If you don't recognize why you might be struggling,
Yeah.
it's very hard to fix it.
Yeah.
So with me, yeah, I accept the fact I've been under way more stress than I realized.
Yeah.
And the way to deal with that going forward is just kick back a little bit, right?
Yeah.
None of this stuff matters.
No.
One way or another, everything is going to be sold and we're going to be in
Yeah.
Thailand in 2 months.
We put a lot of pressure on
Right,
ourselves to be, well, we have to be back in Thailand by
right,
so. No, we don't. We can be there whenever we want, right? So let's
right,
just take it down a notch and
right,
relax.
right.
Yeah.
So, like I said, making excuses and using cliches, I'm on a plateau, it's not my fault, and I'm under stress, and that's not my fault. None of that is productive,
No, it's
right?
not.
So just accept the fact that, yeah, I overate yesterday and I wasn't really hungry. It was kind of
Yeah.
mixed message. Going forward, I'm going to focus on that a bit. But the big thing is, it took me 5 years to gain all this weight.
Mm.
If I struggle for the next 2 or 3 months before
Yeah.
we get back to Thailand
Yeah.
and get resettled, that's fine.
That's fine.
Just don't gain weight
Yeah.
and eat
And
unhealthy.
don't add to your
Right,
stress by not acknowledging that you're
right,
under stress, right? Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So there's the stress thing. There's all kinds of things going on that cause issues. The other thing is, I mean, we're old, right? And one of our one of our subscribers commented and said I was old and fat. And in all honesty, I weigh less than I did when they said that. They should come back and say you're old and half fat. Is half fat a thing?
Sure.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, getting serious on that. I mean, you're raised our whole life, like we're pretty close to 70 years old.
Mhm.
Every single thing you've been told, a lot of it from the nutrition side of things, has
Yeah.
not been true,
Yeah.
right? So fat makes you fat, right? If you eat fat, you get fat,
Mm.
right? All that stuff. Uh, my uncle had a heart attack, right? And they told him he couldn't eat eggs anymore because of
Right.
the cholesterol, right?
Right.
And it turned out that wasn't true.
Right.
But it's hard to let go of that stuff.
Oh,
So
that's a message of a
yeah,
lifetime. You don't just shake that off
yeah.
overnight.
So here am I talking up the carnivore thing, and
Yeah.
I honestly believe with all my heart that it's the
Yeah.
healthiest way going forward for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I still have trouble with some of the basic concepts. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of stuck. I'm not feeling as satiated and full as I was. And all of these people that I really admire, right?
Yeah.
Kelly Hogan, Dr. Ken Berry,
What do they
Dr.
say?
Westman,
What do
they
they
all
say?
say eat more fat. I mean, if you're struggling or anything's not working, increase your fat content. They all do. And I'm going,
You're a little resistant.
and then they're going, fat makes you fat, right? Like I really had trouble getting that through.
Yeah.
I figured, if you want to use burn fat for energy, obviously if you're running low on energy, right, you have to eat more fat. So today I mixed that up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I guess if you're going to be open, if you expect other people to listen to you,
Yes.
right,
Yes. And
then you should at least listen
you have to
yourself.
open your mind too. Yeah.
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 And
That's
so many
a
people,
good point.
but so many people won't listen to anything, right?
That's-
And you'll
that's-
try to. These are people that you generally care about, right? And you'll make a
Yeah.
suggestion like
Yeah.
maybe you should try not eating all the cereal and bread muffins for breakfast as a diabetic.
And you may as well have insulted their mother when you say that, right?
Right, and they'll say,
Because-
well, my doctor's thrilled at my
Yeah.
progress, and I'm only on small amounts of insulin twice a day.
Yeah.
And they, the thing is, it's kind of a lost cause. Not a lost cause. We still mention they should look at it, but in all honesty, they're not going to.
No.
We should at least hold ourselves to a higher standard.
Yeah. I think.
Right?
I think the best thing to do for us is we're not going to try to persuade anybody to do anything or even offer. Except if someone says to us, "Well, what are you doing?" You might tell them, "I'm carnivore," but I don't get into it too much, right? They got to figure it out themselves, or not,
Right.
or not.
I mean, if somebody
yeah.
wanted to talk about it openly, we'd be more than happy to do it. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But most people are pretty closed about it. So like I said, we're only really being responsible for ourselves.
Yes.
We get great comments from our
It's
viewers.
wonderful to hear the positive comments.
And that's really
to
a big
hear
deal.
Your stories. It is a big deal.
Yeah.
It-
So I didn't
You
think
know you're not alone. Like
Right.
we knew we weren't the only people in the world doing carnivore, ketovore, but to hear so many people
Right.
with
So
positive stories.
we had one another as a support team,
Yes.
but no one else.
Yes.
And we started talking about this on YouTube, and I was shocked. I consider myself a lone wolf.
You're a Lobo.
Yeah, a lone wolf, which sounds cooler than odd duck, but it's kind of the same thing here.
Sort of the same.
Sort of the same thing. But I mean, we started getting really touching messages from people,
Yeah.
and you realize how many people out there are going through the same
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of neat that we have this forum. Is it a forum?
I guess it is. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Where we can all kind of connect.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how much we all have in common
Yeah.
going forward.
And
So
even if you're not doing the same thing we are,
Right.
whatever you're doing,
yeah,
like spread positivity, right? Support each other and
I mean, if you're
help
not
everybody get along.
if you're not doing what we're doing, you're wrong. Sorry.
You're joking.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
we're all
the positive comments are wonderful.
right. We're all taking a path through life, and we're
Yep.
doing the best we can.
Yep.
And, good luck to you all.
Good luck to everybody. Absolutely.
Right on.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Bye now.
Bye now.